Welcome to the Christ Empowered Entrepreneur Podcast, where you will be inspired and equipped to build your business through the power of Jesus Christ. Are you tired of the stress-filled patterns of this world and the fears, doubts, and overwhelm that can leave you undone? Then join me as we explore real business stories, the truths of God to empower us, and the practical strategies that will equip you to apply God's truth and transform your business story. I'm your host, Kathleen Fisher, professional coach, how-to girl, and passionate encourager. And I look forward to helping you become a Christ-empowered entrepreneur in today's world. Hey there, I'm Kathleen Fisher, and I'm excited to introduce you to the Christ Empowered Entrepreneur Podcast. In this podcast, you will be inspired and equipped to overcome the obstacles you face and build your business through the power of Jesus Christ. If you're listening after the podcast has launched, thanks for tuning in, and be sure to check out the rest of the episodes. If you're hearing this before the official launch, be sure to subscribe so that you're the first to know when the new episodes drop. I believe the best way to introduce you to this podcast is to introduce you to Victoria, the mascot of the Christ-Empowered Entrepreneur Movement. She's the one on the cover art for this podcast. Why introduce you to Victoria? Because she represents the woman who is being empowered by Christ to fulfill God's will for her business. So here's the story of how Victoria came to exist. It was about 4 years ago, just after the time when God gave me the download for the problem He wanted to solve through my business. And Jesus provided me with the how-to strategy for becoming empowered by Him. I was so excited by what the Lord had shown me that I reached out to my graphic designer and asked her to find someone who could draw what I saw in my heart. The vision was of a woman who was on a ship. Think historic schooner with the large wooden masts and sails unfurled. She knows that on the journey ahead, she is going to face heavy seas, strong winds, rocks that could tear her ship apart, mind-boggling fog, blistering sun, storms, and even the doldrums. Those are patches of sea without any wind that can last for up to a month and make a sailor go mad. All of these represent the trials that we can expect to face as we seek to grow a business. But she is smiling. Why is she smiling, you may ask? Because she is clear on where she is going. She is confident in the success of the journey. And she is powerfully courageous in spite of all she knows lies ahead. But she isn't clear, confident, and courageous because of her own marvelous wits and talent. No, she has already come to figure out that in and of herself, she is definitely not the one who will bring the victory over all that lies ahead. No, no, no. Instead, she is clear, confident, and courageous because she knows that God is the one who has called her to the journey she is taking. And she knows that it is through Christ that she will be empowered to navigate the way ahead and gain victory over every obstacle she will face. Sure, she also knows she will face the stresses of being the captain of a ship, She will come face to face with her fears, her doubts, and the waves of overwhelm when things get rough. But she has figured out how to handle it all together with Jesus Christ. So, as she sets out on the sea of business building, she stands tall and confident at the helm, smiling because she has learned through experience that Jesus is greater than every obstacle she will face, and that he has committed himself to guide and help her every step of the way. How about you? Would you like to have the clarity, confidence, and courage that Victoria enjoys as you travel along on your business building journey? Maybe the idea of being at sea isn't quite your idea of fun if seasickness is your dilemma. Maybe you're more of a mountain girl, city girl, or country girl. But work with me here. Imagine yourself setting out each morning on your business building journey with the clarity, confidence, and courage that Victoria has, because you have come to know how to build your business through the power, peace, and joy of Jesus Christ. If this is how you would like to build your business, then this podcast is for you. On this podcast, we will be using real-life business stories to understand the truths of God to empower us and the practical strategies to activate those truths, so that, like Victoria, you will come to experience the power of Christ to take you through it all. Over the next few episodes, you'll hear the unconventional story of how God called me into this work. You'll also hear Jesus' surprising secret to becoming empowered by him. And you'll hear how you can experience the power-filled hope that God has for you in building your business through Jesus Christ. Be sure to hit subscribe today so that you won't miss out on the upcoming episodes. I look forward to having you join me. Thanks for joining me on today's Christ Empowered Entrepreneur Podcast. If you enjoyed today's topic, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. And remember that God doesn't desire for you to build a business out of your own strength, but rather through the power, peace, and joy of Jesus Christ.